Welcome to this lecture introduction. And in this particular lecture, we're going to endeavor to cover identifying the problems your target group has or your niche has, identifying the problems they have. And why is that important? Well, it's important because unless you identify the problems that you're trying to solve, you're unlikely to create the right products or service. Neither are you likely to address the market in a way that resonates with them. Okay? Because your marketing efforts need to resonate with your target group. So you got to identify the problems they have so you can use the right language, communicate in the right places, and understand them so much that when you launch your marketing campaign or you write your marketing literature, and somebody you're trying to reach gets hold of that, it resonates with them, and they want to take action. So to do that, we're going to focus on picking at least 3 problems to tackle, and then understanding the pain of our target group in such a way that they can identify with us because we have identified with them. All right, let's get on it. So in order to identify the problems they have, we need to use certain strategies or thought patterns to help us to create or to understand those problems. I want to start with this one called the 5 whys. I love this one because I used this the other day. We're trying to determine, okay, who are we targeting with our products? We want to do a workshop. We're thinking, okay, before we go out and market that workshop, let's think about who we want to target. And we came up with this group of people who we knew had a passion, had expertise, or had a hobby that is a passion of theirs. It's a group of people who are like in their, late 30s or 40s, who have a hobby that they want to take to the marketplace. And we decided to ask ourselves, why are they not starting in business? And we use these 5 whys. All it does is you think about a problem, then you ask, why is that? And why is that? And why is that? That would help you to identify deeper problems. So let me give you an example from the example that we use. So we said, okay, we have this group of people. Why are they not starting in business? Why are these men and women, mostly women, not starting their businesses? And we said, why? Well, the reason is they don't have the support to start in business. Or we said, no, the first one was they don't know how. How come they don't know how? There's lots of information out there. Why do they not know how? Well, they don't have the support to help them. Why is that? We said, okay, they themselves do not have the confidence. Okay? So that's a problem. Confidence is the problem. Okay, well, how come they don't have confidence? Confidence is about you really applying yourself and trying it out and taking action. When you take action, you get the confidence. Why are they not taking action? While these people tend to have children, they're married, they're pulled here and there, they don't have time. Okay? So from that one problem of not starting in business, we've discovered 4 other issues, real issues. One is they don't have the time. Time is a constraint. Time is a limiting factor. They don't have the confidence. Confidence is an issue. They don't have the support. They don't know how. So from one problem, we find out 4 other deep-rooted problems. So that's how you use this strategy to find out the problems that your target group could be having. Let's think about the one about the dog trainer, for example, that has German Shepherds or dogs, that trains German Shepherd dogs. So you might say, okay, why is it that owners of German Shepherds struggle to train their dogs? Well, number one, it could be that's the first dog they've bought, or that's the first German Shepherd they've bought. Why is that? Well, they may not have read up as much as they should. They may not have been educated on what German Shepherds are like. Why is that? Because they didn't have time. Okay, so why didn't they have time? Because they were just told by a friend that German Shepherds are good dogs, are obedient dogs. So why did their friends tell them that? Maybe their friends had experiences. So you can see from one problem of why German Shepherds are not trained, you understand that they are people who have German Shepherds as their first pet or first dog. So that means you could actually write literature that addresses people who are owning German Shepherd dogs for the first time. If I have a German Shepherd dog for the first time and I read that literature, that you understand my problem, you are addressing that problem, that literature to me, I'm more likely to take action about your products. So that's what I'm talking about here. All right. Another way to identify problems that people may have, it could be that you were in that position before. So a lot of people who teach on debt management, many times they've been in debt, so they understand fully the problems that particular person or group of people will be going through. Another way to identify the problem, so all you need to do is to think back to when you were in that situation. Another way to identify problems that the target group, your target group will have, is the language they use. So if you go onto their forums, or if you're blessed to have customers already and you have a chat with them and you say to them, what problems are you going through? I generally do that on my Udemy course. Ask my students, what's keeping you up at night? And they tell me they use a particular language that describes what they're going through. So I tend to incorporate that language in my literature, incorporate it to make courses, incorporate it to address their problems, so that when they get my product or literature, they are more inclined to take action because it resonates with them. All right. I'll see you on the next lecture.